I often get asked how to get into the toy industry as an artist, and so I'm going to do this in 5 parts. And what's great is you can follow along. You can do this yourself. There's people like me you can hire to walk you through this process. But this will be sort of a top level overview over the next couple days about how to sort of get your foot in. And the first thing I want to really talk about is honing your craft. And so if you want to be a sculptor, you got to learn ZBrush, got to learn digital sculpting. ZBrush has become the industry standard. If you want to be a packaging designer, you need to learn Photoshop and Illustrator. And if you want to do paint masters, you just need to buy a bunch of resin busts, an airbrush, and just learn to paint. Like, I mean, I got a paint master gig. I painted this for fun, and this got me a freelance job doing paint masters. So what's great about all of these things is the barrier to entry for education is unlike it's ever been historically. There's 1,000 good free tutorials on YouTube, all the way up to private classes you can pay thousands of dollars for just to get like more one-on-one personal training. Come back tomorrow and I'll talk about portfolios. Okay, so you've been working on your craft. You've done some things you're really proud of. So now take your best work and put it together in a portfolio site. And it's tempting to put it up in one of those like free host your images. I would personally suggest going to use a company like Wix or Squarespace, something that has like a portfolio template ready for you. You can register a custom URL and build a portfolio site for about $200 should cover the year. And what's nice is you put your best work there and you can put a little bit about you, because as someone who hires artists, there's like a wide variety of packaging designers, painters, sculptors that you can hire. But you kind of like, I want to hire a person. And so if there's some of the person like you on the site, and I feel like I know that the person behind the sculpting, I'm probably a little more likely to give that person a chance and hire them. And so do that. Take it or leave it. I know $200 can feel like a lot sometimes, but I guarantee you that's why they call it investing in yourself. And we'll be back tomorrow to talk about LinkedIn. So if you already have a LinkedIn, great. If you don't, please go start a LinkedIn. Put your picture up there. Then go and build yourself a business page. So you have your portfolio done. So go into LinkedIn, get a business page. It's really easy to set up. You don't have to do anything clever, like myself, it's like, Tyler Ham Creative, Tyler Ham Design, Tyler Ham Art, whatever. Put your little logo in the corner. If you don't have one, go on the site's called Fiverr. Someone can make you one overnight for under $50. You go and you set up your business page. Now you go and you add that to your experience in LinkedIn. And so you talk a little bit about what you're doing with a link to your portfolio in there. And so this is going to kind of be your basis to start connecting with other artists. So then look up companies you want to work for and start connecting with as many people there as possible, and start looking up other artists that are actually in the specific field you want to be at, and start connecting. And not everyone's going to accept a connection, but you'll definitely get a couple. And then tomorrow we'll talk about actually networking those connections. So you've gotten a few connections, and now you're going to use some networking. So LinkedIn has an internal messaging system. So write a non-pushy, nice email to some of these people you've connected with, just introducing yourself, saying that you're interested in the type of work they're doing and if they'd be open to chatting with you. Then you can sort of ask, hey, can you review my portfolio? And like I said, don't be pushy, just be friendly. And this is why it's important that when you set up your LinkedIn, you have a photo, because there's so many bot accounts now that people generally are starting to kind of just not even read that mail that comes through. And so if they can guarantee it's an actual person, you're much more likely. And if you're fortunate enough to live in an area that has a lot of toy companies, just go ahead and ask, say, hey, can I meet you for coffee one day? Can I meet you for coffee to discuss working in the toy industry or how you became a sculptor? And what this does is then you can kind of say, like, if a job comes up you think that I'd be a good fit for, can you let me know? Or if you see something on their website, you can reach out to someone directly at the company and just say, hey, I think I'd be a good fit for this. Can you help me out? So you've networked your way to an interview, you crushed it, you got your first job in the industry. Congratulations, that is the hardest part. Like most creative industries, just getting your foot in the door is the hardest part. But also, like most creative industries, your first job in it might not necessarily be the job you want. And so what kind of the wonder of this program is that it's not just a one-time thing. It's you do it again. So you're in the door, okay? But you keep honing your skills. Keep updating your portfolio, keep updating your LinkedIn, keep networking, and keep doing that until you get the job you want. And whether that is inside the company that you're currently at or outside of the company. So there's multiple ways for growth, but the hardest part is getting your foot in the door. So you've done that, and this is just the beginning of a career path for you. And so I hope some of this has been helpful. I've enjoyed doing it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and thank you so much for listening.